we? In Baltimore?
We are not in Baltimore. I wish. We're actually in
Actually,
Billings.
we are, though. Baltimore is a fun place.
We are in Billings, Montana.
That's what I meant. Billings, Montana.
They both start with B's, so you got something right.
The what?
They both start with B's.
How is Montana? I've heard great stuff about it. I've never been up there.
You know, it's awesome. You know, it's the opposite of where you live. It's kind of slow paced and calm.
Yeah, no. I mean, I've been to several small towns. I love that kind of vibe, but I heard it's just beautiful up there.
Yeah, it definitely is. Have you never been to Montana at all?
No, I haven't. I think that's the one state I've never been to.
Dude, you're gonna have to get up here. I've got like
what do we do? So I land in Montana, then what?
Then we will go. I mean, probably go get something to eat. Show you like a good Montana steak or something, whatever you like. Then we'd
you
go.
Just kill the deer that's like a half a mile from the steak.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
That's pretty much what we do, and then we'd probably go get drunk.
Well, that sounds a reason to come to Montana.
Exactly. No, we got a lot going on here. We've got some comedy here in town, and Billings here is pretty happening compared to the rest of the state of Montana. We got stuff going on.
What's the big so break down Montana for me. So if I know nothing about it, like tell me the main city and then break it down.
Billings here is kind of the main city. We've got like three. Billings, Bozeman, and Missoula are kind of like the big cities, and Bozeman and Missoula are both really big college towns, but they're a little bit smaller than Billings. Billings is kind of like, we're not the state capital, but we've kind of got the main epicenter of everything going on here. We've got a couple of colleges and a bunch of business, and we're growing every year. I mean, the real estate market's, crashing everywhere else, and it's still good here because people are still coming here. So
wow.
It's a good city. What's
the big comedy club there?
We don't have an actual comedy club, but we have comedy that goes on at like 3 or 4 different clubs here in town.
Well, tell your buddies there if they want me to just hit me on my MySpace, and maybe I'll come up there just because I've never been,
Excellent. I might have to work that out. It'll be like
maybe I'll open a comedy store up there.
Big J brings that Pauly Shore down. I wanted to ask you about that. Does your mom still own the comedy store?
Yeah.
So it's like, is that one of those things where, I mean, I hate to say it, but later in life when your mom's no longer with you, is that going to be your comedy store?
Probably. I mean, me and my families. I mean, I assume me and my brothers and sister,
Oh, I didn't realize there was other Shores in the picture.
Yeah, I'm the baby of the family.
I see. So you don't think it would go to you, though?
Little Pauly, the little spoiled brat.
Are the brothers and sisters in comedy?
No, they're not. My one brother's a psychologist, my other brother's real estate, and my sister, she takes acid and makes paper mache.
Right on. She's got something going for her. She's creative.
Yeah.
She might do it. You could get her to do a set like that. Just get her on stage doing acid and paper mache. I'd watch.
That would be good.
That's awesome. So what was it like growing up in the comedy store? I mean, do you think that's what gave you your start doing comedy?
Well, it definitely gave me my foundation. I mean, it's a pretty rich history. I grew up around all these different comedians. I just recently signed with a book agent, so I'm gonna sell an autobiography of my life so far, just kind of growing up and the whole history behind the whole thing, and it's pretty unique, I think.
That's awesome. It's got to be a cool experience for sure. Do you think that does it upset you that people always talk to you about your old movies? Like you had like a 3.
I don't know. I mean, it would be upsetting if I went on stage and there was no people in the audience.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People really like those movies, and people like me, and yes, there's some people that don't, but I don't really. It doesn't really. I mean, what do you? I mean, that's the thing about the entertainment business is you just put your stuff out there, and people are it's either gonna stick or not, and some people like you and some people don't. You're not gonna get everyone to like you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
You make a living off it. I make a living off it. Since I was 18, I never asked my mom for a dime.
Wow.
Not a dime. I've always paid my own rent. I've always paid my own stuff. So I've made a living off of this. It's pretty cool,
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you've got that string of movies, Encino Man, Son-in-Law, In the Army Now, Biodome, those movies that are like cult classics,
Yeah, they're classics, and they're good, Most of them are good, so.
Exactly.
And I have this new movie that I'm promoting. That's why I'm calling.
Exactly. The Natural Born Comics. I was going to get to that.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't know.
No problem. It's okay. Sometimes I don't, so it's good that you
I know, then they're like, all right, that's enough. I'm like, what about the new one?
Exactly. Let's talk about the movie. So Natural Born Comics, it's a sketch movie, right?
Yeah, have you ever seen Pauly Shore is Dead?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so this is like the follow-up, meaning when I say follow-up, it's on my own production company, And it's, I wrote it, directed it, produced it, and starred in it. It's just funny. It's just fun stand-up, in your face. I love doing my own stuff because I can create my own tone. In comedy, it's all about tone, When you're on, different shows, a lot of times you get the censors toning you down. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And in this, I got to really go for it, so it's fun.
That's awesome. I'm looking forward. I was reading about it. I'm looking forward most to Spunked with Ashton Kutcher's retarded brother, Jimmy Kutcher.
Yeah, that's I play that, so.
Just the whole setup
and
of that.
It's funny. I'm in New York. I was at a party, and I saw Demi Moore last night.
Oh.
Who was actually an old friend. I hadn't seen her in a while, and Ashton wasn't there, so that was good.
Yeah, that's good for you. So recently, before I set up this interview, before I knew anything about the Natural Born Comics, you were in the news here on the Big J Show. We were talking about you, and it was all about that black blog, your video blog. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Did you expect that to get as much, stir up as much trouble? Was that kind of the point? You wanted to, get your name out there again right before the movie came out, or was it just your honest feelings?
No, I think that what you said first. Obviously, I have a movie coming out. I have to get on the internet. I got to promote it, cause a little controversy. I don't really want to comment on it a lot just because wait till you see the follow-up video.
Oh, there's a follow-up.
Yeah, there's always a follow-up. And then after that, then we could talk, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm a comic. I have a big heart. I got nothing but love for all comedians, every color, race. But in order sometimes to sell stuff, you got to cause some type of some heat, some controversy, some you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah. Have you had any fallout? Like, did Cat Williams contact you or anything after the movie?
Like I said, wait till the second video comes out.
I see. I have a feeling there's going to be black people in it. That's my guess. That's my guess. Pauly Shore and black people. And I'm going to guess you're picking cotton in the video.
Yeah, exactly. Jews and blacks were one, because we were both messed with.
You're united. Right. Well, what's next for you?
I'm lucky I'm a Jew, otherwise I would have been hung by now.
Exactly. You would have had some serious problems. Natural Born Comics obviously coming out, but what do you got going on after that, Pauly?
I did another movie that I just finished with my production company called Adopted, where I go to Africa to adopt a black child.
Excellent.
So, I really went over there, and I really, I did it, and the kid's in the other room, so.
Excellent. What's his name?
His name's Atwa. You want to hear from him?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Wait, Atwa! Come to Daddy, Atwa! Oh, he's shy. He doesn't want to do it right now.
That's okay. Yeah, I don't want to scare him away, his new experiences in this country. Well, that's really generous of you. Right.
Well, I'm a giver,
Exactly. Nobody's ever said Pauly Shore was not a giver.
So what happened with the tape? People heard it, and what did they say?
With what tape?
The racial tape.
Oh. People are a little upset, I think, but
really,
I think it's mainly the fact that you said that white people are going to be picking cotton within a couple years.
Oh, so the white people are mad at me.
Yeah, the white people are mad because they don't want to have to pick cotton. They're offended, but I thought it was.
That's funny.
I'm a huge fan of people going out there and just saying what they think, and putting it out there, whether people are offended by it or not. So I appreciated the video. I thought you were just coming out and saying, here's how it is, and I gave you respect for that. And then
I said I want the reverse Michael Jackson surgery.
Exactly. Yeah, because I've said that before too on the show. It's like I think I'd be a lot cooler and a lot more popular if I was black. So I've thought about that too.
Right, exactly.
Right on, Pauly. Thanks so much, man. The movie is Natural Born Comics. Thanks for being on the show, and we'll have to get you to Billings, brother.
Okay, bro. I'm glad you enjoyed the video. So, yeah, have your people hit me on MySpace, and it'd be great to come up there.
I will, and we'll see you in Billings soon, Pauly. Have a good morning, man.
Bye.
The Big J Show. Weekday mornings from 6 till 10 on Billings' #1 hit music station, Hot 101.9.